Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, so I'd like to show you today how I remade, I should say, a Beatles song that was unreleased, and I released it and made the instruments sound more like it should have been recorded in like Abbey Road Studios in the 60s. So I hope you like it, because this took a long time to make, and you'll see how I remade all the little details. And so yeah, it was a long process. I splitted up the voices, the instruments, to make a new remix of the song Now and Then of John Lennon. So I hope you're gonna like this video, and yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so first, for those who doesn't know what this song is, it's an unfinished song of the Beatles, and is in fact also the very last Beatles song. It remains officially unreleased today and was supposed to be the third of the new tracks of the anthology, but George didn't like it and refused to continue. But eventually Paul and Ringo would get into the studio and finish the release, and a master of it that I got to work with. And I also combined it with the original demo, which I thought sounded better if you want to split up John's voice and make it sound better. But this is a very beautiful song by John. It's written in 1977, I think. When I first heard it, I just felt amazed by how good it sounded. It sounded just like the Beatles, but I thought, why not remake it and make it sound more like the Beatles? Why not? So that's why I made this. So the first thing I did was to split the voice, John's voice, from the original demo, and added some effects to it.
And if I make it through, it's all because...
Then I took from the master tape, I splitted up the voices from there, because I know Ringo and Paul, and also George, you can hear, sang in chorus on the master tape actually. So that's pretty cool. So I added that into the song also. I also noticed when I tried to put John's piano that it was pretty distorted or something. It was not so clearly sounding. So I remade the piano in MIDI, and it sounded much clearer, and it made the song come together. Then I split it up the rest of the instruments from the master tape, and it was pretty almost a scary sound of the atmospheric sounds. You can feel the stereo when you really hear it in headphones. Then I split it up also Paul's bass, which he played in 1995, and it also sounded much better than to leave a MIDI bass. And it's also fun that Paul gets to play on this for real. Then, unfortunately, the original master tape drums didn't make it, because they sounded not as good as I hoped for. But I remade the drums, and it sounded much clearer. I also added some strings, some violin. Now, here's the cool part. Just listen to this. That's right, that's George Harrison's voice I played on piano. And that's so cool. But you can notice that as lower as I go and higher as I go, it doesn't sound like George. So what I did is, for all the different Beatles, I made 2 different types of voices. So one is lower, one is higher. Otherwise I wouldn't get to play them as this chorus. So it's the same for all the Beatles. It's very cool. For Paul's part, I used a bit of Eleanor Rigby and looped it. If you want to have a video of how I made this, comment down below and I will make it, because it would be fun. It's a really cool process actually. And all together it sounded like this.
And now and then, if we must start again, well, we wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah, so that's the chorus, and after some remixing and experimenting with sounds and things like that, just like the Beatles did, I ended up with this mix. If you want to hear the whole song of this, I will link to my other channel in the description, and you can hear it. It's very cool, especially with headphones on. So that was how I made the song Now and Then, and I hope you liked this video and learned something new perhaps. So don't forget to subscribe, because that will help me a lot, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.